Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines this morning. SEC confirms ETHGate. And how about an Ethereum shadow government? We're going to get into that. And a motive for ETHGate to begin with. We've got something that will stun you, I believe. Gary Gensler in the news. And how about this? Ripple leading payments in other parts of the world while going under the knife, really, here in the U.S. with the SEC. And how about the Ripple list of demands to end the SEC's legal action? And we're also going to hear from technical analysts about the XRP price. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out this right here. We have a $1.888 trillion market cap for crypto this morning. We are down by 4.26% right here. We see Bitcoin now 41,000, slightly above. Ethereum just above $3,000. Everything off by 10% or more here. XRP at the number 6 spot, off by almost 15% on the 7-day. 6.25 of that on the 24-hour. At 71 cents now. Let's look at the range of price very quickly here. 71 cents on the bottom and 78 cents on the top. Quite a bit of range today because we're really falling like a manhole cover from the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, Pure VPN. Secure yourself online. It's worth it. I use it. I like it. I'm so glad that I have it. Browse the internet with complete anonymity and freedom. One of the many different layers of protection I use online. And get Pure VPN 82% off if you click the link underneath the video. Let's take a look at the news right here this morning. The SEC confirms from the ethics office that they warned SEC official William Hinman that he could not do the things he was doing with a direct financial interest in Simpson Thacker. And it only gets worse from there. Let's take a look at this, because this is Laura Shin talking about her book recently that came out and talking about a secret shadow government behind Ethereum, and the people are scared to speak about it. Listen to this.
Who kind of controlled things in the background, but were never really named. How did you even find these people, and what is their power over the Ethereum Foundation?
Yeah, so this is toward the latter part of the book, but a lot of people also talked about what they call the shadow government of the Ethereum Foundation. And it's different people who wield a lot of influence, or at least at that time, because my book ends in early 2018. So kind of in probably the 2017 era, this shadow government started, and there were a lot of people that were wielding influence in Ethereum, in the foundation, but were not necessarily people with official roles. And so a lot of people said to me, this is going on, and we don't like it for these reasons. And what's interesting is the people that were named as being kind of the big power players in this shadow government, it was fascinating. People would be scared to even mention their names to me. They would be scared to say that they had even just been at an event, not even that they've been doing anything at the event, but just that they've been there witnessing something historic. So, people were, they seemed frightened of them, which was fascinating. And even, I mentioned this, so I am giving maybe a few spoilers, but when I asked Vitalik about one of them, he whistled, like he was just surprised that I'd mentioned the name, or just uneasy about it, or I don't know, but that was his response. So, clearly there's something.
Well, there was a lot of concern about, is Ethereum sufficiently decentralized if Vitalik has so much power over the foundation? And I've asked you this before, but maybe you can give your thoughts again.
Yeah, actually my personal opinion is that it actually is, but only because Ethereum's so big now that I do feel that if the foundation went away, people would figure out some other way to organize to keep the development going.
I have to tell you, it sounds very contradictory what she's saying. She's citing a secret shadow government behind Ethereum, but then when asked directly by Christine Lee whether it is decentralized, she says she thinks it is. But people are even scared to even mention people's names that are behind this thing that they obviously, without speaking, know that are controlling what's happening. I have to say, there's more questions than there are answers. But let's take a look at this, because if you want some answers, I think we're about to get some right here. What about the motive for ETHGate? Well, I'm about to run through here with Stephan Hubert, who's about to give you one hell of a timeline and what could in fact be motive. And I tell you, it is quite compelling. He says, folks, I think I finally have it. Challenge my timeline. And I say to you, I want you to challenge this timeline too, because it's pretty remarkable. He goes back to Obama administration, says Alibaba was investigated for irregularities by the SEC. Then Trump wins the election. Jay Clayton, former Alibaba advisor, becomes the SEC chair. Alibaba files a merger request with the SEC to buy MoneyGram. You remember that? Those of us in the space really do. I remember when that happened. And guess who actually got the deal after that? We're going to get into it. Clayton brings Hinman in, who handled Alibaba's IPO and was named Deal Maker of the Year with Leming Chen, Alibaba in 2014. Clayton and Hinman want Alibaba to do the MoneyGram deal, but United States National Security Council withdraws authority from the SEC. He goes on to say here, and rejects the MoneyGram Alibaba deal, which happened. 3 days later, it announced that instead of Alibaba, Ripple gets the deal and MoneyGram wins. The SEC and Hinman Clayton started working with the Brooklyn Project, Consensus, Quorum, and Ethereum Alliance. This is unbelievable, Stephan Hubert, what you're laying out here. Alibaba, JP Morgan, Ethereum Alliance get back at Ripple with free pass and regulatory clarity for Ethereum. This could also explain the huge hatred for Ripple. Maybe Ripple was responsible for not using MoneyGram to test Ethereum instead, based on cross-border payments. SEC turns big deal lawyer to spur more public companies. That was the feature article at the time, Wall Street Journal. Then this, the Ethereum free pass and regulatory jail was JP Morgan and Alibaba's revenge on Ripple for bounced MoneyGram deal, in which Ripple likely pointed to the China background. This also explains the irrational hatred many Ethereum maxis and founders have for Ripple and XRP. MoneyGram was a key to getting needed experience in cross-border payments with blockchain. I suspect that all the deals with China and Russia were concluded and intensified precisely for this reason. It fits like a glove. That's why Ripple stated that Ethereum is Chinese controlled, and that's why Vitalik Buterin reacted that way. He was caught and kicked full in the you-know-where. He says here, looks like the Ripple XRP team is sinking to new levels of strangeness. They're claiming that their crap coin should not be called a security for public policy reasons, namely because Bitcoin and Ethereum are Chinese controlled. And this is where it comes in. And the fact of the matter is, we have heard many regulators, not just the Ripple camp, but many regulators around the world say that, in fact, Bitcoin and Ethereum were primarily at that time controlled by miners in China. So now let's take a look at this. And today, this morning, and look what is trending this morning. Don't give up. Let's finish strong for our families and our investments. All of you, we're talking about Digital Asset Investor, TAIG, Ripple Eye, Stephan Hubert, Nerd Nation, Nathan Price. We're talking about Tim. We're talking about so many other people. John Deaton, myself, Crypto Law US. Don't give up, because ETHGate's trending this morning. Yeah, how about that one? We're winning, ladies and gentlemen, and I know we're all tired. But we got to see this thing through and finish strong, because we're really just starting to get what we need. The fact that Empower Oversight has really gotten the documents that confirm from SEC. The SEC has confirmed ETHGate, ladies and gentlemen. We have to press on now harder than we ever have. We want a level playing field. We've earned it. This is wrong what is happening. Now is not the time to give up. Now's the time to double down. In a recent interview, it's been confirmed here that Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, is looking to regulate crypto exchanges. The problem here is this. I'm going to say this. I wouldn't have a problem with the SEC regulating the exchanges as long as Gary Gensler gives us the guarantee that by regulating the exchanges, it does not mean that every asset is a security on that platform, because this guy's a hammer and everything he sees is a nail. Now let's get into this right quick, because Ripple is seen as the leading remittance provider in the Association of Southeast Asian Nation report. Now, I mean, this is what's going on here. To me, it is obvious that there was a regulatory capture with the SEC used as a weapon, just as John Deaton had said in his original filing, to be a part of the SEC Ripple case. It is quite obvious to me now. And it was before, but it is damn sure obvious now with the SEC information. But here, Wrath of Common has found a recent report, Financial Technology, showing the inclusion in the ASEAN out of Cambridge Associates remittance with poverty reduction, and specifically cites that Ripple as the most notable fintech, along with Neum, which is obviously a Ripple partner here. It goes on here to show this little print right here. If you take a look at it, it says it right in the report here. With fintech unfolding, the remittance industry saw a shift to digital, with startups developing new cross-border payments, messaging, and settlement systems, with most notable of them Ripple, U.S. technology company, and an ASEAN, Neum, and Singapore-based startup founded in 2014, has become one of the fastest-growing digital remittance companies. I mean, there's the threat. Our technology works, right? That's the threat. And I tell you, it's no mistake that we're hung up in the SEC case now, so we could see William Hinman have the gains that he's had, and certainly Jay Clayton as well. Ripple lists requirements to end the SEC's legal action against the company. You're going to want every bit of this, ladies and gentlemen. Take a listen here. It says Ripple's demands to end this case, aside from denying the allegations filed by the SEC against him, the individual defendants listed 4 demands required to put an end to the more than 1-year lawsuit. According to Garlinghouse and Larson, the court should dismiss the action against them as prejudice, a judge in favor of the defendants against the SEC, and award both individual defendants money to offset their attorneys' fees and other costs. Furthermore, the individual defendants urge that the court to award them any other relief that it may deem fit based on the inconveniences caused by the lawsuit. Defendants kick against the trial by jury because now the SEC wants to demand a trial by jury here. The individuals stated that their answers filed on April 8th that the SEC's commission may want to demand a trial by jury, and they say that that is their right to do so. But the reality is that the court should deny such a motion, as opting for a trial would cause further delays, which could continue to hurt investors. The security regulator has been accused of employing delay tactics to frustrate Ripple into negotiating a settlement agreement in its favor. The SEC has requested for a timeline extension to file motions, which have been frustrating to the defendants and continue to hurt the price of XRP, as we see today. Ripple's XRP, which was in a neck-to-neck battle with Ethereum before the SEC charged the company for conducting an unregistered security offering, has fallen to the 7th spot, but now at number 6, based on the massive decline in its market valuation. Meanwhile, SEC's former director Bill Hinman, whose emails the agency has tried to protect from being used in the lawsuit, has been accused of flouting direct orders during his time at the commission. This goes right back to what we talked about with the SEC confirming ETHGate. This is really unbelievable here. With the SEC poised on protecting Hinman's emails, it is evident that the agency is aware of his conflict of interest, which will be discovered by the court and Ripple if tendered. You know, this move here late of the SEC to demand a trial by jury really is a tactic. It's a bluff tactic to try to force Ripple to the negotiating table to give them what they want. And in the interim here, we take a look at price from Dark Defender here. He says, I feel that most people are tired and frustrated with the XRP price. It was the same people mocking at 33 cents, a significant invisible threshold. So the illusion is the same here at 75 cents, now 71 cents today. And he is confident XRP will clear the last all-time high of $3.31 easily. And he says the fun part will be after we clear the all-time high. That's going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we are. I hope we see Ripple get those demands met so we can see Ripple and XRP take off and really see what you know what? It isn't just about our portfolios winning and making money, because that is a big part of it. And I have never been abashed by that. I am here to get extremely wealthy. And I don't apologize about it to anyone. But what I can say is, how about just the innovation race? How about just watching just straight innovation compete with other innovation side by side, just like the birth of the internet did, and watching the winners play out because of actual application of the use case of the technology? Wouldn't that be amazing? Because we still haven't seen that today. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, leave a comment below, share with somebody you know. Check out all the links underneath the video. They're great products and services I use each and every day. I'll catch all of you on the next one.